Hello, welcome to another podcast of Master Investor. Glad to be here again. Follow us on all platforms at Master Investor. Find the logo, leave us a comment, engage with a proactive cash flow and conversation so others can also join in. It helps your brand as well because who knows, maybe the people who are also viewing that comment needs the services and products that you offer. So it's important, and that's today's theme is going to be contacts are contracts. So why it's so important to collect contacts on a daily basis, whether the potential customer buys or not. Maybe it's just a person who's interested in the content that we're publishing every day, and we talked about it on probably like 2 episodes before this one about having a blog and why it's so important to have it attached to our website or to our business, publishing content related to what we offer in our services. That way people can find us on Google as a reliable source of information that can answer questions for them. And number 2, they feel trust now that they answer some questions and the content was free, right? And we can have banners on the side of that blog, of that content, and they can click on it and buy our products or whatever we want to sell to them. And we can also sell that to other people that want to sell products that are maybe targeted to the people that are reading our content, and we can also make money. That will be another episode that how to capitalize even more with selling ad space. But the important subject today is to collect contacts and to focus and growing our email list. And we talk about it all the time, right? On our blogs and everywhere. The email list is where the cash flow is, because the more we grow it with contacts, the more we'll be able to capitalize on each contact that we obtain. And that way we also have control over our contacts. We have to have a piggy bank where we can actually access those contacts and maybe send in an email, an update, or maybe a product that we're now adding into our asset column that we may want to sell to them, or we may want to sell to a group of them because they purchased a certain product and that one is, volume 2 or whatever. So giving value to the market is how we get paid, not the time that we give. Is the value that we produce, the value that we give to the marketplace, and not just in our free content, but also in the email campaigns that we send to our contacts and the products and services that we often sell to them. So I'm going to leave a link below about an email autoresponder that we highly recommend. If you like to go, write it down. It's www.masterinvestor.email. And that is a suite of literally a lot of marketing tools within that email autoresponder that will allow us to communicate with our clients effectively, fast, and with one click away. And everybody, if we could have 100,000 people on a list, we can create different lists. We can separate them in groups. We can see who opened the email, the open rate. We have many analytics inside that marketing email suite, right? And it's for any business, any brand, any person. It's something that we must get our hands on early on. And also, if you don't have one yet and you have a business, it's important for you to have one so that you can control and always keep those contacts in that email list that you can actually go back and retarget and upsell to them. And we're going to be talking about upselling and how to do it effectively, how to get people to continue to buy and be happy with our products, because we're targeting their needs, Okay, and we're gonna have also a episode on persuasion, how to sell more effectively without selling. And persuasion doesn't have to be hard sell at all. It's actually the opposite of that. It's actually finding the right avatar, the right people that want what we have, and putting that in front of them so easily that they can grab, go, right, and repeat it again and come back to us because we're effectively gave them what they needed. So studying our niche specifically to each brand, the brand must speak, the logo must speak, the mission, it must all connect to each other. So when we're creating a brand or a company, and I suggest everybody, of course, that has a company to create a brand, because a brand is what makes a company valuable. So we also have a course on a digital package that is about trademark and the importance of having the legalities in order early on and investing on that way. The assets are protected in as much the intellectual property, okay? Because if we love our business, we don't want anybody else to come by and attempt to, steal the brand, and we have to now fight them in court. We end up winning because the second you start using your brand with your logo on services, even before you before you file for an application with the state, is you pretty much officially put in that it is trademark and you're using it for service. So it starts counting from the days that you start using that. So it's important to put everything on paper to create a logo, to create a company. If you have that, at least start with that. But the sooner, the better that you get the trademark and learn where to get it. Go check out our course, get it. And again, we're going to be updating those courses, every year, and if they need to be, or as much as they need to be, and you will have access to that if you purchase that course. So unless we add in a new course, and but whatever course that you purchase today, it is for you to stay forever, and we want you to have access to that and always be able to access that content and go back to a reference. And it's going to be always the money brand, business and investment brand of the world. Master Investor is here to stay. It's a brand. It's the Coca-Cola of money. It's the Google of money. It's the Facebook of money. And we all should protect it by understanding the principles of the wealthy, understanding how to act, how to have the mindset, and how to act like the wealthy man, and so that we can produce more cash flow and increase our asset column, okay? And I see it all the time. If the person does not have the mindset, they cannot become wealthy physically unless they win the lottery, and soon or later they'll end up broke again because they have the mindset of the poor. So we must understand the rules of money, understand a little bit of the history, and so forth. Tap into this podcast every day on the go. We keep them short, but very to the meat and potatoes of what needs to be known so that we can increase cash flow effectively and protect our brand and actually create something that we can keep for generations to come, like Coca-Cola, like Apple, So we have to understand the spirit of the entrepreneur, how to build culture, how to sell without selling, how to find out and communicate with the existing clients of the product so we can update it and make it a little better. It's never going to be perfect. That's why we must always, continue to innovate. And we must have a department of innovation. And we're going to have also a course on that we're creating right now that is about innovation in departments of a successful company and what we should have in place. We're going to break it all down, make it very simple so we can select whatever we need and we all go on our own pace. So this is here to stay. Master Investor is your best friend. We're bringing the Master Investor out of you. And the Master Investor is someone that always seeks knowledge. We never graduate. We understand that. And our mission here at Master Investor is our mission is to elevate the financial well-being of all of our partners, including the listener, you. Whether you have purchased something from us and started doing business with us, with one of our services or course or products that we offer or not, the time that you give in the action that you take after listening to this podcast is what counts, and that's very important. So oftentimes the most priceless things are free. Words are free. We have 500,000 words in the English dictionary. I think if we look it up, it's like 470 something thousand, somewhere around there. Point is, we have a lot of words that we need to get to know, and the business language has a part of that 475,000, and we must get specifically about our business language, speak the wealthy language and not the poor mindset, right? We don't say we can't afford something. No, how can we afford something? And we find a way to raise capital to put the deal together. That's another course that we're going to be doing, put the deal together and how to find the partners, find the opportunity and raise the capital, because at the end of the day, the job number one of an entrepreneur is to raise capital. So we got to get very great at raising capital and get comfortable with it, using debt, other people's money, the bank's money to invest. And so a great way to start is to, an entrepreneur learns how to spend money without money, right? And that's why we always say here, knowledge is money. It doesn't take money to make money. In fact, it takes knowledge. And that's it, right? And so contacts are key to that success, because contacts is what end up paying from the front end. So we gotta accumulate as many contacts as possible. How can we accumulate contacts? There are many ways. We can do paid traffic or we can do organic traffic, right? And we're gonna break them down too on courses. But paid traffic is essential. So we must start it now when we should start it right away. So if you need subscribers, if you need more presence online, tell us what you need. Go to our services, and we offer pretty much everything about marketing. So tell us what you need and we'll help you. But there are many places where we can demonstrate, show you where effectively you can have banners on their blogs and use their ad space that they're selling on their blogs and get them to see the offer or whatever we selling, so that we can get a new contact. Maybe it's a landing page where they get sent to after they hit that banner, and then that capture page will ask for the email and their name. And so we will collect that with the email autoresponder that I will leave the link below here. And remember that once we have that contact, we have to make them fall in love with us by providing more great content. They may not be ready to buy from us right away. Some contacts might take a year, maybe less, maybe a week, but we got to be consistent. Our company has to be consistent, our brand. That's why the logo is important, and producing great content, and they see, wow, these people really are on their stuff, so I'm going to buy from them because they're active. If I have an issue, I can call them. They have support, and customer service is key in today's businesses. We got to focus on customer service. It's like the number one priority that we must focus on, customer service. Remember, contacts. Again, we go back to contacts, right? Customer service is contacts. Going back to contacts. So we must have systems in place that make the customer feel that they have all the help that they need at whatever time they need it. Because otherwise, they go to the next person that's doing what we're doing. And maybe if we're really, really unique, maybe they don't find somebody else, and we don't have a competition. But hardly that never happens. We all have competition, and it's okay. And we must elevate. But except Master Investor, Master Investor is really the only brand in the world, the only authentic brand. And we're going to keep it raw. It's the rules of the wealthy, and we're going to ensure that everybody feels is them. And it has nothing to do really with me, but it has to do with us. It has to do with the listeners, the ones that are using the rules, they're using the references and the resources that we offer here, and then tap into the mindset of the wealthy and keep that going forever. We will never stop. We will always continue to pour in high quality financial education made simple. Master Investor's mission is to elevate the financial well-being of all of our partners. And the more we grow, the more speakers we'll have, and other great people that are qualified will come up. We'll interview them maybe or so forth. We'll have a conversation. We'll pick a topic. But it doesn't take much at the end of the day. Let's get to work on our asset column so that we can acquire assets. Let's work less and make more, right? That's the whole purpose, is to have freedom. But let's focus on our asset columns. And sometimes that takes time and takes mind effort. But we must understand how to use our mind to create wealth. We must think and grow rich. We must think big, because if we're going to be thinking anyway, we must think big, right? And not think small. At the end of the day, we just have to have goals in between, and we will show you how to set goals here at Master Investor as well, that they're achievable. And it's okay to have a big dream. It's okay to have it big, and then we say all the time here, let's shoot for the moon, because even if we mess, we'll land among the stars. And that's the mindset. So we just gotta push forward with an action plan and have big targets and continue to work relentlessly throughout that whole period of time and never give up. And if we get tired, we just rest a few days or whatever time we need, but we'll come back again, because we're doing what we love. We're doing what we're passionate about. We're doing it for freedom. We're doing it because financial freedom gives us total freedom. People can go far without money. That's why money is important as oxygen. It's as important as oxygen. And we can go far without money or without oxygen or without water. It's essential to this life. So if we're working for money, then we can't really get where we need to go, because we're taking the most valuable thing that we have, which is time. And time can't be bought back. Once time is gone, it's gone. So we must understand that the value of a customer, the value of the contact, because they have a lifetime value. And the more we make them fall in love with us by providing great content to them, then they will appreciate that time that we give to them, the time that we take to create the content. And also they will never hesitate in giving us their credit card to purchase our products over anybody else, because we're trustable. We're known. We're everywhere. We do what we say we're going to do, and we are authentic. So we must understand the importance of having integrity and being whole in this information age. The way we think, the way we talk, and the way we act must be the same. So same thing with the brand. It has to be aligned, and there are 8 elements that we must have in order to have a brand and business become a successful business that can last here generations and be here as long as forever. Because once it's built with a great foundation, the business can be here forever. Like we see it happen all the time with Coca-Cola and other great businesses. You know, it continues to grow. More people drink Coca-Cola, the more years pass by. So, you know, so it's a great brand. Coca-Cola is the brand, right? Without the brand, it's not Coca-Cola. It's just a drink. So the brand is what counts, guys. So we're going to have to focus on what? On building our brand, having our legalities in order, and most importantly, collecting those contacts every day. And how do we do that? By having capture pages, by having landing pages. And there's a lot of tools in the email autoresponder that we highly recommend here at Master Investors Community. I'm going to leave the link below. It's www.masterinvestor.email. Check it out. You get 1 month for free, and after that they have different plans, but very, 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 very low cost per month. I think the lowest plan is like, I'm not sure, $20, maybe a little less. But the tools that you will obtain there will blow your mind and will help your brain establish a great presence online. You'll be able to create landing pages, you'll be able to create capture pages, and that's what we need to collect emails every single day. We must put those where? In front of the people that are interested maybe in buying what we have, because they purchase and they behave a certain way that we can find out in our marketing strategy for the ad campaigns, where we will put those landing pages and those capture pages and maybe a video offering them, hey, if you give us your email, we will, in the next video you will learn how to do this. And then after that, they will have a call of action where we encourage them to purchase the product, to finish learning about it, and if they like what they got, right? And so because they gave us the email, they got what they wanted, which was maybe a how-to video, and we will show you how to do that. Or maybe we offer a PDF, something that is valuable to them and that has to do with what they're looking for. That's why they're giving us the email. But we will show you how to exactly put those those landing pages and capture pages in front of the right customers by the masses, where they hang out, and we will be able to, literally by a click, they will be able to get our email, give us our email, because they're looking for our solution, and we will be able to be the ones that are in front of them. So stay tuned. Check us out on all platforms at Master Investor. So contacts are contracts. We collect contacts every day. ABC, always be closing, right? We'll always be closing. We're always providing great content. We sell without selling, because we're providing the content and the offers to the right customers, the people that already need what we have. We don't have to sell anything to them, but just put the great marketing, the great presence in front of them of what they already were looking for. And there's a way to find out who is our avatar and where they hang out. So stay tuned for another podcast here from Master Investor. Glad to be here and see you and talk to you on the next podcast. Have a great day. Bye now.